All right, guys, I hope you're doing great today. This is our chapter number 11, and we are going to learn about Azure Cost Management. Guys, we have covered 10 chapters so far. Each chapter is really important if you are preparing yourself for the AZ-900 exam because there can be around 60 questions in the exam or 40 in AZ fundamentals, and every area is covered. From the area, I mean that you can get questions from compute services, storage services, identity and access management, and also from security, Azure security that we discussed in the previous chapter, from cost management. You have to tell the best possible solution, and those questions are actually scenario based as well. So make sure that you do not skip any chapter, and this would be a complete preparation course. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about cost management tools. We are really concerned about our infrastructure costs, and those costs should be minimum as much as possible. So how can we reduce our infrastructure costs? There are certain tools in Azure. We are going to discuss them one by one. And before proceeding, make sure that you have subscribed DevOps Molvi. I really appreciate your support. So today's headline is Azure Cost Management is a suite of free tools within the Azure portal which helps us monitor, manage, and optimize our cloud spending. From cloud spending, I mean cloud expenses, cloud expenditure, infrastructure expenses. So, how we can manage, monitor, and optimize our cloud expenses. Azure Cost Management helps us to achieve that goal. And now let's proceed. But first, we must know about Azure Cost Management. What is Azure Cost Management? The cost management is a set of FinOps tools. FinOps tools mean financial operation tools, those tools that are relevant with the finance of the company. Cost management is a set of FinOps tools that enables us to analyze, manage, and optimize the infrastructure costs. So, what would be our monthly spending? What would be the total budget? How we can reduce our infrastructure budget? How we can efficiently optimize our monthly infrastructure costs? So, that is actually the cost management. It is designed to give visibility into where our money is going. It also helps to forecast the future costs, like we are going through May 2025, and I can predict the future costs of June 2025. What would be the costs? So, most of the times, there is a little up and down in the infrastructure costs. If our infrastructure remains the same throughout a year, if we want to deploy more virtual machines, more clusters, then we can get the cost estimates as well with the help of Azure Cost Management. Set spending limits for your subscriptions, resource groups, or services, and also we can get alerts when you're approaching or exceeding the budget. For instance, if I have a budget of $100, let's say per month, and I don't want to exceed that budget, so I can set alerts in cost management, and when this budget is exceeded or it will hit the threshold, then I must get an alert that you are going to hit your budget limit. Make sure that you check out your infrastructure, your costs, so we can set the budget. We can also set the limits on each subscription, on each resource group, so that those subscriptions or resource group should not cross the certain cost limit. So all of that can be done in Azure Cost Management. So, what could be the cost factors in any cloud environment? By the way, it is not limited to Azure. If you're an AWS engineer, if you are working or managing AWS cloud environment or GCP or Oracle Cloud, we can have the following cost factors. Number one, resource type. micro virtual machine would cost a little amount per month. But if I am going to spin up an extra large virtual machine with 32 GB of RAM and 16 vCPUs, then definitely my infrastructure or monthly cost would be high. And also consumption, pay as you go. And traffic, bandwidth, monthly traffic affects our costs. And geography, the costs varies according to the regions. Maybe a virtual machine that is costing me in Indian region $5 a month, but the same virtual machine may cost me 7 or $8 per month in Brazil or Singapore or Hong Kong. So the region change can also affect our costs. And also subscription tie. This is also a cost factor. If I'm going to use free subscription, I would not get any costs. And if it is a pay as you go, which is the most common subscription, pay as you go, pay for the resources that we use. And also, if we are going to buy any application, third party software from Azure Marketplace, Azure Solutions, then these are actually the costs that are added into a monthly spending. Okay, resource type, virtual machines or blob container, storage, clusters, etc. And consumption, if we are running our virtual machines 24/7, then obviously my cost would be high. The bandwidth, more bandwidth means more cost. And geographical locations also affect subscription types and Azure Marketplace. If I am purchasing a solution from any third party vendor or service provider, I have to pay an additional cost. So these are actually the major cost factors, and these cost factor impact our monthly or yearly costs. So how can I estimate my costs in Azure? I have a tool. Azure provides a tool which is known as Azure Pricing Calculator. And just like we use calculator to calculate our budgets, our spendings, we can use Azure Pricing Calculator to calculate our cloud spending, our cloud budget, our cloud costs of services like virtual machines, storage, databases, and more. We can also select different Azure regions to see how location affects pricing. You have to keep in mind that location location affects the prices. So for instance, if I am spinning up a large virtual machine, that virtual machine will have different costs in different regions. The costs varies according to the regions. And also, Azure Pricing Calculator provides us with the information that is needed to make informed decisions about moving workloads to Azure. So, for instance, if I'm planning any migrations to Azure, I must use Azure Pricing Calculator so that I can get an estimate of the future costs that we can incur after the migrations, and I can send this report to my management, my DevOps manager, that these would be costs if we migrate our infrastructure, our solutions to Azure. So Azure Pricing Calculator helps a lot to estimate the costs. And also, guys, we have Azure TCO Calculator, which stands for Total Cost of Ownership. Azure TCO Calculator. It is different as compared to Azure Pricing Calculator. It is used for businesses to estimate the potential cost savings and benefits of migrating their on-prem workloads to Azure cloud platform. If there is a large IT organization with hundreds or thousands of virtual machines and storage and networks, and that organization is planning to migrate to move towards Azure. So, Azure TCO, total cost of ownership, will help that business to get a monthly cost estimate. So, Azure TCO, total cost of ownership calculator, is specially designed for businesses to get the cost estimates so that they can easily migrate their infrastructure from on-prem to Azure. We can also compare the cost of our workload running on on-prem data center with Azure. If we are getting so much discounts, so much low costs, then we definitely move to Azure from our on-prem infrastructure. We don't need an Azure subscription to work with the TCO calculator. It means that TCO calculator is always free. We don't need any pay-as-you-go or free subscription to get the estimate of costs. And Azure TCO calculator is extensively used by businesses to get an infrastructure cost estimate. So that's it, guys. It was a little short and sweet lecture, but we have discussed the core concept of Azure Cost Management, Cost Factor, Azure Pricing Calculator, and Azure Total Cost of Ownership TCO Calculator to get an estimate of our future costs, monthly spendings, or we can optimize our costs using Azure Cost Management tools. So, in the next chapter, which would be our chapter number 12 and second last chapter of Azure AZ-900 Fundamentals course, and it is about Azure governance and compliance. Make sure that you stay tuned with this playlist to get AZ-900 certified. I will see you in the next chapter. Have a good one. Bye.